BX Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. I've missed this, it's been a while, and today we're going to be doing The Floor is Lava, or rather, we're going to be in Minecraft, but the live stream ends the moment we touch any block that is made from dirt, or we'll say grass as well, because that's the top layer of dirt. In my opinion, you know, grass is dirt. Tell me if you disagree with that or not. But yeah, in today's video, we're going to be having that be our fail condition. This is something I find to be a lot of fun, because it's got that, also, oops, my camera is slightly buggy today, but it has that fun, you know, condition of like, hey, something that is perfectly normal in a Minecraft world, and something that we could theoretically, if we're unlucky, spawn on, you know, could ruin our entire life, and that'd be a fun way to end our first stream back. A part of me wants to just spawn on grass and be like, well, you know what, we tried. Let's try again next time, boys. But no, we do not spawn on grass with this particular seed. As you can see, we spawn on top of a village house on some wood, which, fun fact, wood is not grass. And yeah, hello everyone, welcome back to the live stream. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been some good time. And yeah, this seed is a really great one because it gives us the opportunity to directly get into a villager house and to get some free loot there. And if we want to, we can even work our way up to other villager houses. And as you can see, there's a blacksmith over there as well as plenty of food. We have a lot of our needs sorted by just spawning in a village, which is wonderful if you ask me. It really adds to the doability of this challenge. Let's see if there's something below there. There is not. Hello, fellow gamer. It's Adam. I ask how you are doing. Hello, Tycho Blocks. I feel like fellow gamer is the weirdest way to address someone, but you know what? Hello, fellow gamer, or hello, my fellow who is also a gamer. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a great day today. I guess we should just like, we can't get any wood too easily. Although actually we could get on top of a tree. Yeah, that might actually be our best bet, to just jump to the tree and then use the tree as our main source of this instead. Also, thank you, Jack Cuff. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for the first pound donation after getting back, you know, into the live stream game. Always a fun thing to see. Yeah, I think it makes more sense to chop down like trees as we go than it does to you know, like to do things normally. So that's my new plan. I think it's a great one. Welcome to the jungle. I agree, Broken Lines. Welcome to the jungle indeed. Donate for Toycat to notice, she says. Jolly Rancher Kid. Damn straight, that's a thing that works. I mean, it is a well-known fact though, right? The reason, the primary focus of a tip or donation or whatever you want to call it is like, hey, it's a guaranteed way. It's like a way to support someone that also has the side benefit of being, you know, noticed or recognized or whatever. They're kind of like, some streamers like focus on one element of it more, some streamers focus on the other element, but it is like two things that often come together, you know? Like I guess in the same way that, you know, if you gave $1 billion to a charity, they'd be like, hey, shout outs to IBX Toy. You know, actually, wait, there is a page on Wikipedia where they noticed me in exchange for the money I gave them. I don't, if you guys don't know, we gave $1,000 to Wikipedia in the last year, and there's a page on that website where they're like, thank you. They messed up my name. They're like Mr. Andrews Toycat, and it's like the weirdest like combination. I don't know how they messed up my name so badly, but they did, and it breaks my heart. But yeah, it's interesting to me, very interesting to me, the fact that like even, you know, major charities, that's the way they work too, you know, like everyone wants to do good, or like help the things they like, but also everyone wants a little recognition too, right? Who doesn't want to be recognized for the things they think is a good deed? I think you'll find, oh geez, no one is on that list. So we're actually gonna plant a new tree here, not because it's, actually it is kind of useful. It will have the fun benefit of, also I can't plant it down there. It has the fun benefit of allowing us to have somewhere to step in a little bit later. And yeah, now we'll just remove a few of these blocks right here because they're getting in my way, and then we'll do it. Welcome to the membership club, by the way, Jack Cuff. Love the music. Plant the trees, says Alcasol. I am one step ahead of you. Not only we're gonna have planted trees, but we're gonna have them be wonderful too. So we're gonna probably place a slab there, and we're gonna jump to the slab, and then jump over here too. Technically speaking, we could argue dirt path isn't grass or dirt, but you know what? I'm gonna play in the spirit of the rules, not the rules themselves, unless they inconvenience me. Am I right? Oh my god. Do you want to go to the nether? Oh my god, we can literally go to the nether as soon as we find iron and stuff. So that's incredible. By the way, big thank you, Shock Boy. I see you're streaming, but I gotta go to work. Just stopped off to drop by my local, just to drop off my Toycat tax, and hope you enjoyed your travels to the US. Oh yeah, I really did actually. I enjoyed my my time in the US a lot this time. This is the longest I've ever been in the US for one time. Oh my god, there's a giant bug on my screen. There's been a... am I the only one who blows...
Canada. We have your queen on our money. Hope you're doing well today.
Did you know, fun fact, Devon Beck, I have my queen on my money too. It blows my mind every time. It's like, you know what? Who is this person who claims to be so important? They get to be on money, you know? I think that's a little wacky. What's up with the beige square imposter, says David Solomon? The beige square is an orange square poser. We all know it, trying to cash in on that success. But they're not going to be able to do it to us. But yeah, right, I always loved playing The Floor is Lava as a kid, and it's one of those games that's like universal. Like everyone's played it at some point. Like it's a really dumb game, but also everyone has done it. And I love how many like cultural phenomena we have like that, where like everyone knows that it's kind of, you know, silly. It's kind of not necessary, but also everyone enjoys it at least a little bit, right? Everyone has the fact that like so many, you know, kids independently of each other come up with the same idea. It tells me something interesting about how we work as humans. Like, even in the ways we're least connected, we're most connected. And the fact that a Minecraft playthrough can make me think about that goes to show how beautiful and deep our game is. Or how beautiful and deep I'm trying to pretend it is. Also, God save the Quee Toy Cat. I'm just saying, how about we abolish the monarchy, replace it with a Toy Cat, a key, and, you know, we all sing our praises to Toy Cat, you know, via the monetary donations, which are, of course, mandatory in this world. You know, you want to be recognized by the Queen, the King. You know, I'll be the Queen, whatever. I'm not a big fan of, I'm not a big opponent, I guess I would say, of being a queen. You know, if that's what it takes to be, you know, just given a bunch of money for existing, I'll take it, I guess. Also, this just proves that human children are a hive mind, says Nikachu, I choose you. Yeah, honestly, that is, it's a dumb takeaway, but it really is the takeaway for me. Like, you know what? No matter where children in the world are raised, there are some, like, commonalities. Like, the floor is lava is, of course, what we call it in English, but it's true everywhere. There are some things humans are just predisposed to do, and then at some point we become more unique individuals.
The streams now take my tax money.
Hey, thank you so much. Also, thank you, VS Paxi, for the 199. Thank you so much, Mischievous. Good to see you again. Someone who is both a mus and also a Chivas is a rare combination to find. I feel like I should be using more than just these slabs, but for now I think it would do. Again, if we touch this grass, it's all over. Can we take this high tension, this drastic tension? Also, good to see you, Lena Khan. Welcome back with the £1.16 super chat. Very weird number, actually. But welcome back. Good to see you again. And which, by the way, I think, I forgot what the number was, but something like you're the most frequent donator on, or most frequent chatter or something like that. So you know what? How's that feel? Get some special individual words going on right here. Toy Cat's not a grass lover, says Funky Flynn. I'll totally agree, you know, I'm not the biggest lover of grass in the world. Also, can you solve a Rubik's Cube? I cannot. I wish I could. Like, I had a Rubik's Cube, and I had, like, a guide on how to solve it. And it was just like, you make the green cross. And I was like, I can make a green cross. Then you fill in the corners, and it's like, okay, I can fill in the corners, I guess. And then it's like, now just do that with all the other sides. It's like, but if I do that with the other sides, I mess up this side. Is that a creeper explosion? What happened over there? I'd love to know. I hear zombie sounds, so I'm like a little bit terrified. But yeah, my next plan is to find... Actually, we'll start a sugarcane farm. Let's be real. That's got to be my next priority. Ooh, that's kind of terrifying, by the way. Let's make this a little safer. Let's just... You know what, technically speaking, we could probably argue that touching it side on isn't touching it. But you know what? No. We are going for the strictest interpretation of the way we could have done this. Also, thank you, Darian Rossau from Canada. I'm glad you like the videos. I like them too, sometimes at least. Sometimes I'm like, you know what, I don't know about this. I'm just kidding.
Giving you more fake money for your next trip to the US.
Thank you so much
Long
for
live
the
state of Toy Cat.
Thank you so much for what I assume is 50 Great British Pounds. That'd be my, oh sorry, 50 US dollars. That'd be my official guess right there, if I had to make one. David Solomano, what a crazy start to the stream. Thank you so much. The next time I go to America, I totally want to visit one of the wackiest states. I want to see Hawaii, Alaska, like, even if I have to see like one of the weird ones, like, technically speaking, like, you know what, Wyoming, barely anyone exists there. I want to see like an interesting state next time I'm there, so I'll totally use the Toy Cat tax money to fund such a silly adventure. So also here's my Toy Cat text. Yes, communism. I agree. Communism is very yes. The most yes thing of all. I mean, as long as you don't mind killing a few innocents, it is an efficient way to mechanize a country, am I right? So I also like building brown bricks in Minecraft. Yes, exactly. It's a really weird, like, it's a really weird challenge, like, in practice. I didn't really think about how this one would go, but, like, getting around... The very start of this world is probably the most complex bit. Oh, man, I can't actually kill the cows. I'm gonna have to get a lot of slabs to place around them before things go terribly. Also, why aren't beetroots simply called beets? That's a very good question, isn't it? That's a very good question. Because beets is a dumb name. I think beetroot is dumb too, don't get me wrong, but I think beets is even worse. Like, oh, make sure you get your beets in, and it's like, I am not taking these threats from you, Mr. Vegetable, or nutritionist in this case. Also, did you enjoy my glitchless no item run, says Odin. I enjoyed what I saw of it so far, Mr. Odin. Thank you for the Norwegian crowns. Do appreciate it. So yeah, we need to get to a bed real fast, and given that the villager just slept in the bed I wanted to sleep in. Oh, actually, we can just... I always forget you can unsleep villagers. Like, it seems so mean, and we shouldn't do this. But guess what? Doing it anyway. Checkmate. Hello, Toy Cat Tax. Yes to communism, says Michael Nicole. Yeah, you know, I feel like accidentally, I'm always like, you know what? Are we accidentally fueling an entire breed of people who, like, ironically claim to like communism, but then fit in exactly like people who do? And then I think, you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it for the memes. You know, being ironically communist is way more fun than being, actually, right? You broke grass, is that not touching it? Says Matthew Quinn. I think, there's actually a funny thing you could argue there, like, technically speaking, I touched the grass item, but I think we're talking about the block as far as this is concerned, right? Because otherwise you could be like, you know, what about if you find dirt in a chest, you open the chest, the dirt was in the chest, I don't know, dumb stuff like that. Like, you're exposed to a lot of stupid...
Good evening, Toy Cat.
Hey!
I am Welsh.
Welcome back to the stream, Jess Slimmer. And you know what? It has been a while since that reference. You know what? I feel you. Sometimes I'm feeling a bit Welsh. I'm like, you know what? I want to say something. I'm not sure what, but I want to throw something out there. I really do think there should be like a phrase like that. Like a lot of couples have it where it's just like, if you want to say something, you're not sure what, you just say, you know, your generic couple phrase. It might be, I don't know, like, I love you. It might be some in reference, like, hey, do you want to go get sushi? Or it might, I don't know, that's probably a reference to some couple. There's like one person out there who's like, yeah, I get this, man. But everyone else is very confused, I imagine. Anyway, so, that shouldn't be your call sign, your unique thing. Also, your last video made me laugh. I shared it, says Dharma Games. Yeah, I'm surprised how many people liked the last video, actually. It was something I really liked doing, but I thought, no one's gonna like this on YouTube. This is like my worst idea yet. And it goes to show something interesting that, like, I guess, sometimes you're the worst person. Even sometimes you're too close to something to know what's going on with it. Also, welcome to the club, JMac4275. Welcome to the highly elusive and exclusive sponsorship club. Oh, I can stand on sand because it's sand, obviously. I don't know why that didn't come obviously to me. So let's just make a few more blocks out here, and then kind of like try to stack up to here. It's gonna be good. There we go. Look at that. Now, just remove a few blocks around there. Now we can stand on sand, which is a fun phrase, and we can use standing on sand to get to the sugar cane. Oh God. Okay, so that dirt down there actually is kind of concerning. We'll take the shoreline route. Just be careful. Also, I'm glad you're eating cereal, Mr. Absolute. I'm glad that my video can contribute to your cereal experience. Can you make a song based on Toy Cat communism? You. I don't know what that "you" is meant to mean right there, but I will say, song about Toy Cat communism, questionable idea, and that's why we'll do exactly that. No, I think Minecraft but politics is a weird, underexploited mix that I don't know if I even want to dive into more, but I definitely have ideas for it, like, all the time. So, will I do it? No. Should I do it? Also probably no. Will it happen by accident one day? I can't guarantee. But, it's okay. I just joined. Oh, I was scared of that. Just joined in. I don't know if you said this, but how was your trip to SF? I'm from SS and I love your channel. You should be at Yosemite. Or Yosemite, as I like to pronounce it. Also, thank you, Darian Rossell, for becoming a member. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed my trip to San Francisco. I've had a few people, like, since I said I was going there, be like, you know, Toy Cat, California is not where we Americans recommend visitors go. And I always find that one, like, to be a funny thing. Like, the hatred for California within America is, like, one of the oddest and most interesting things about being an internet figure is, like, how many people are just like, hey, you know that place you went? It sucks. Don't go to that place again. So yeah, I guess our plan now should be getting a bed that we can take with us. So I guess we'll just hop across this village and take his bed. Easy said, easy done. And then also we're gonna try and get in a cave, because once we're in a cave, there's no more dirt besides random pack pockets. So we should be all wonderful. Also, Toycat, glad I can make another stream. How's your day going so far? Says Draven Keller. My day is going wonderfully. Thank you for asking. I woke up at like 6 a.m. I made a couple videos, started working on another video that I thought was pretty important. And yeah, like I had a good, like, productive morning, I guess I'm saying. Then I went climbing, and then, you know, I had some spare time. And then, you know, I go, no! Oh, okay, we're fine, we're fine. Somehow we're fine. But that skeleton wants to ruin me, and I don't like that. Whew. Do you know you can walk on the ground because it's winter, there's snow, but it's glitching out so you don't see it? Mind blown. That's the worst mind blown I've ever seen, but thank you for your optimism and or disillusionment with the reality of the world. I mean, I guess either is a fine way to imagine the situation. Pretty pleased it'd be funny you was uwu. It was the funny the you was uwu. I actually secretly expected that was the case, but I just didn't want to believe. I just wanted to believe there was more to it than it was really being an uwu. But you know what, I underestimated or overestimated. Oh, Jesus, these things. So I've got to be real careful about this skeleton. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to chill over here. Going to make the skeleton come round. And then we'll try from there. How about using a boat or a horse to travel a bit more? Yeah, that could be a good idea. I definitely want to. Okay, so we just want to be not hit into the dirt. Which is why I'm going to swim over. Come on, Mr. Skeleton. No, okay, I'm not hitting any dirt just now. No dirt, please. No dirt, please. Okay, I'm alive. Vaguely. I didn't hit any dirt, as best I can tell. And now we can head down, because all we need to do is place some slabs here and there. And then, okay, still not touching dirt. And now we can start a mine down here, hopefully at least. Okay, just one more of these, I guess. Just over here. Force the water to take a longer path, makes it dry out. Okay, one more of those, and I guess now there's no more water. And boom, now we've got the start of a mining tunnel. This is wonderful. Toycat, I want to see your end village design for your end villages. Oh yeah, no, that's something I still need to, like, get back to. I got really disillusioned with it because the Enderman kept stealing my sand, and I was like, how do I stop the Enderman spawning? I need torches. So I placed the torches on the sand, but then, like, they'd steal the sand of the torches, and it'd make more Endermen spawn. I got myself in, like, a big loop that was, like, a whole mess to go through and explain. So I was just like, okay, this is a thing we're not going to deal with. Also, what about grass path? Would it also end if you touch the grass path? So personally, I mean, you could easily make the argument they don't, and I think most people would say they're not. But for the purpose of the stream, I think they're close enough too, so why not? Check your inventory. We have 3 bits of dirt, in case you're curious. We also have a furnace. We're not counting breaking dirt because we need to get through it somehow, right? Also, would lamps negate the sand issue? Would lamps negate the sand issue? Oh, do you mean like with regards to at the bottom of the sea? I'm not really too sure how we'd see that one. How about farmland blocks? Let's say farmland blocks also are dirt. Again, we don't need to. Technically speaking, we could just say dirt and be done with it. But I'm gonna go with the spiritual definition of what standing on dirt is, what touching dirt in that way is. And I'm gonna say that would be counting. You know, the floor is lava. We can't touch lava, but we also can't touch, like, extreme fire and stuff like that. So that's my logic here. Hopefully you agree. Also, thank you, Jojo Da Best, for becoming a member on the channel. Love the member music. Always a fun thing. Also, yeah, Michael Nicole says you hit grass. Or you hurt grass. I mean, I do hurt grass. I did hurt it 3 times, in fact. But again, as far as we can tell, that's not a thing. Touching dirt right now. I get really nervous. Everyone in chat's always like, you're touching dirt right now, or you just touched dirt. And I'm like, did I? And I have to look around. There is a certain intensity to a run like this because it's a challenge you don't expect, in the sense that, like, everyone's geared up to avoid, you know, a skeleton when they see one, because skeletons are dangerous. Everyone's geared up to know that the Ender Dragon can kill you real good. But what people aren't geared up so much for is, like, not touching dirt when they can avoid it. Like, trying not to stand on a bit of dirt is a real hard thing. Also, as a Californian who's traveled across countries, it's not different in person, it's all politics. I'd actually say California is different in person. I just say, like, it's not wildly negatively different. In fact, there are a lot of ways it's positive. A lot of people really do just hate the politics of, like, if you are, you know, anything not that version of politics, you're like, I hate that. In the same way that people from California hate everywhere, you know, in the center of the country, because it's like, oh, they have the opposite politics to us, and that's real bad of them. It's a really interesting contrast, in my opinion, between... I guess what it is like every country secretly resents the fact that everyone in their little subgroup... This is something you see, because humans have lots of, like, individual tribes, right? A tribe might be people who watch IBX Toycat videos versus people who watch, I don't know, what's a random Nova creator, like IL Mango videos. Like, if we had a big feud, we'd be like 2 rivaling tribes. Like, for me to do well, he must fail. For him to do... Again, I just pick this guy at random. I have no beef. I've never personally interacted with the dude. I'm just picking a YouTuber who exists in the world. But yeah, let's slow your speed down to 0.25 and rewatch. If you want to check that for me and you want to confirm, if you feel I have touched grass, we can end the stream right here. But again, as far as I haven't stood in any grass yet, is my understanding. Tell me if I'm wrong, internet. Tell me if I'm wrong. So, do you have any plans to visit Pennsylvania? I have visited Pennsylvania twice, actually. I went to Philadelphia. It was kind of nice. I've always like actually just like touched Philadelphia. I never spent enough time there to like really enjoy it. But yeah, I would totally love to go back to Philadelphia, to Pennsylvania. You know, I want to go to Pittsburgh at some point just because it's like the forgotten city in Pennsylvania, but it's a big one. Are you gonna finish the wooden tools run, or have you given up? Also, really enjoyed the last video. Hey, thank you, Emma Swift. Again, it's really interesting that a video that I enjoyed making, but also I thought like would go so badly, has gone so well with so many people. And also, it's really, oh man, this is like such an awkward place to get out of. So we'll mine the sand because we need it for our thing anyway, like to make a sugarcane farm eventually.
Finally caught another stream. It's been far too long.
Hey, good to see you again, JMB 8706. Does course dirt count? Fire Serpent 19. Okay, you know, I love all the random exceptions chat's trying to come up with. Coarse dirt would probably count as dirt in my opinion. So would, you know, let's say mycelium doesn't, but let's say that the other type of dirt, podzol, does. There you go. That's every dirt or dirt-like block. If you think you just also know he did not touch grass / dirt. Thank you very much, Plague Doctor, for checking it out. Very useful stuff to hear about. So touch of grass, just one grass, says Luke Powers. You're tempting me. You're real tempting me. It was the first time you got shot by a skeleton. Again, if anyone wants to... I'm always worried, like, you know, what if I am just being the ignorant streamer ignoring the truth? But given that it's only one person making the claim, can someone fact check that so we don't have to, like, stop the stream and, you know, do it ourselves? But yeah, again, if you find it and if that's a thing, then let me know. Also, Toycat wears boots, bruh moment. Wait a minute. That's a good, like, theory, right? Like, if I am wearing boots, I'm not touching the grass at all. The boots are touching the grass. Although, by that extension, you can, like, argue infinitely that, like... You know, I don't want to get into a debate about the meaning of how things work and stuff. But, you know, what it means for something to exist, you know? Like, you know what, if you eat someone, are you that person? If every single one of every single atom in your body
it's
is
always you that come up with all the weird challenges for Minecraft, like how do you end up thinking of them all the time? Oof XD.
Oof XD? Wow, so offended. So now in case you're actually curious, sometimes I am just like, I want to do a challenge but rather than one that we've done before, because those are the ones that spring to mind. Like, I want to do another Minecraft, but when we take damage, it's over. And I just think, like, you know what would be a fun thing to check out, and this is a fun. Okay, wait. I'm phrasing this poorly. It's an interesting thing where, like, when you're on the spot, sometimes you say things that are easy to say but don't perfectly match your internal thought process. So let me try and fix that right here, right now. I don't know if you ever recorded yourself, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you say things and you're like, why did I just say what I said? Because being recorded adds a weird element to the human psyche. Or at least that's how I find things work. So I'm going to place, just to make my life a little bit nicer, I'm gonna place some blocks all over there too. Just to make things a little easier. So now we just swim over this. Again, I'm being extra cautious here. How's the weather in the UK? I don't care, but says Grape Juice Horror. If you want to ask a polite question that you don't care about the answer to, you say, I'm Welsh. That's the long-established Toy Cat convention. A Toy Cat convention sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, staying on point. Okay, can we pick up this? We can pick up this block. And we can probably pick up this one too. Nice and easy. Oh, we should probably go into this house over here. Let's see if we can do that nice and easily. Yeah, I reckon we can. We just place a block here. Place a block over here. And then we break into the house. And we can get some more wood, which we kind of desperately need, right? A part of me wants to go find a jungle, actually. Should we do that? Should we make like a big sky highway? Try and find a jungle. No, wait, we'll do it with the nether. All we need to do is find more obsidian. Very easy thing to do in Minecraft. And it'll be great. Also, we haven't even needed food yet just because we keep stealing it from villagers. Just saying. Optimal way to live my life. Thank you, Hen Basket Fire Alarms, and thank you, Abigail Palmer, for the super chats. Did I touch dirt? I did not. Again, very scared all the time. It's an easy thing to worry about, you see. Okay, just like this. We're good again. Just kind of step up and around here. Oh, and we're good again. And now let's go underground. You touch seagrass, which is technically grass. I'm also, so the thing is, I'm actually counting tall grass and regular grass as not a thing, because we're talking about blocks, not about items, not about sprites and those sorts of things. I don't know if we did touch seagrass, but again, very much not grass. Is that dirt in your inventory, says Chris Buck? Yeah, it is. Just to prove the point right now, we can break dirt all we like. Look at that. As long as I don't touch the dirt block to touch the dirt item, we're all good there. You can swim over dirt without touching it, says Asher Max Swigart. Yeah, but I don't trust the swimming animation on Bedrock. Sometimes it like glitches out midway through. Also, what are your thoughts on, and then lots of things. I think that it's really bad. I think we need to stop it as soon as we can, because I don't understand it, and therefore it's terrible. You know, I can't believe that a thing I wouldn't understand exists in the world, and doesn't even have the decency to explain itself to me before presuming it can just continue existing willy-nilly. So yeah, caves are pretty normal for us, besides the ceilings in some cases. Also, I really need to get a sword. I don't know why I didn't make one before. Let's try this some better. You got mail from Vicodon. Subject $5 to get tax. Every time I've donated something, they said my name wrong. Vicadoon. Sorry, Vicadoon? I'm gonna guess, so Vicadoon is what I'd guess if you were like going for like a Viking name. Like Vika, or like Vicodin, but Vicadoon. Maybe. Like, you know, you love drugs a lot. Prescription drugs that you abuse all the time, like Dr. House. However, Vicadoon is my logical guess. Because I think maybe an Indian name? Or maybe it's just a goofy, like, you know what? It's two sets of syllables that I enjoy next to each other. Let's run away from that. So yeah, let's just get out of here. This is dangerous. This is not serving my interests anymore. And I need a sword anyway, so let's get out and let's deal with it. Does snow dirt count? I'm going to say snow doesn't either, actually. House is awesome, says Alti Mama. You know what? I really didn't want to like House. Like, I think I've said this before, but there's just some things I don't like. I don't want to like going into them. I'm just like, no, this is dumb. You can't make me like it. Oh, God. And one of those things was, like, House. Like, someone recommended it to me, and I was like, well, now I can't like it. But then I accidentally started watching it. It was while I was recording a video, and I was just like, ooh, it's medical drama, but you know, something fun. Because medical drama seems like the most boring type of drama in the world. Like, it's a hospital, but like without the fun of like consequences or whatever. But anyway, I digress. Hi, stuck at school in Virginia. It's cold. That's okay, because Toycat is yes. Have you been to Virginia? I have not been to Virginia or West Virginia. I've been through them on a train, like Amtrak, the one that goes from DC to New York. But I've never been. I've never been in Virginia. I could even name like a city in Virginia, like Richmond. That sounds like a Virginian city. Sounds like a place that. Oh, wait, I have technically been in Virginia for the airport for Washington DC is in Virginia. Ronald Reagan something airport. So fun fact, I have been to Virginia. I am, you know, I am not a virgin to the state of Virginia. Haha, very funny. Also, Mossy Cobble has grass. See, I love. Okay, you know, if there's one thing I love about this stream, and there's many things I love being back to streaming. It's like the technicalities of questions people are asking. Like, you know what, Mossy Cobblestone is kind of, stone. If you really think about it, if you do that, you know, you can kind of see the argument. And I actually kind of do see the argument that, yeah, actually, you could very easily argue that Mossy Cobblestone has moss in it, which is kind of a form of grass. It's a bad argument, but I like that someone's trying, you know, keep it up, guys. Hi from Richmond, says Julia Hallpace. Don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but Julia Hallpace, I hope you like Richmond. There's a place in London called Richmond. It's all right, I think. Wait, Richmond Park. I don't know if I know Richmond actually. Maybe maybe I'm thinking of like a district of San Francisco that I'm mixing it with London. Maybe it's a lot of things at once. I don't know for sure. Mossy Cobblestone is made with vines though. Yeah, and it's moss. It's not grass. But again, I like they're trying to get creative with their criticisms, or not criticism, their questions. Criticisms is like unduly putting a burden on their assuming too much there. Also, hello, great stream, says Patrika Lozies. Thank you very much, Patrika. I'm glad you liked the stream. Is it Patrikas? I'm going to assume... That's an interesting name, Patrikas. Tell me about it. Tell me all about you. Well, I guess you can't, but tell me as much as you can about your name. I'd love to hear. Does dirt count? I don't know why I get so scared. I'm just like, what if there's dirt behind me? Anyway, we need this iron so we can go to the nether. And maybe make an iron pickaxe too. Hey, thank you, Epic Wario 64. I like your name a lot, actually. I think it's like dumb, but in just the right way. You know, it's no Epic Waluigi 64. Don't get me wrong. It's not the dream name. There are better names out there. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, we can get some boots from him, and then we could use those boots to not touch the. Oh wow, perfect. Yeah, again, I knew that would happen. I am a seer of the future. Look at this, chat. I can touch dirt now because I'm not technically touching it. That's not true, by the way. We're gonna consider that even if my boots touch dirt, they are a part of me. The boots are just an extension of my foot. Actually, that's a good question. You know, this is such a dumb thing that like it's such a school ground thing, but so is the floor is lava. So let's go with it. If your shoe touches someone, are you touching that person? Or if your shoe touches something, are you touching that thing? If I stand on the ground right now, if I stand on my desk with my shoes, am I touching the desk or are my shoes touching the desk? Because most people agree, you know, like in terms of consequences and how it's dealt with, it basically has to be dealt with as if I'm touching the desk. But are you really, according to the principle? Don't ignore me when you come to VidCon, says Umaso. I love how some people think like, oh wow, you're ignoring me. It's definitely not that there's a bunch of people here. It's that you're ignoring this is a personal stream with just me and you, and for some reason my one chat message I left is being ignored. Also, what do you think of Shrek on the Wii? Clearly one of the best games to come out ever. That's not my opinion. That's the factual truth of the matter, friend. So yeah, let's actually get some smelting going we'll start with the beef just because like who doesn't like beef, right? And then we'll move on to the iron. And in the meantime there's more iron over here. We also need to get some gravel so we can get some flint. So let's do this at the exact same time. Oh yeah, love seeing decent number of iron blocks come from the sky. You're never touched anything because air molecules or something. Yeah, there is the weird argument that like the separation, like what is you and what is the things around you. There's always a gap between those things. Because I mean, although there's a lot of weird ways you can take that, but I still do love the question because it raises the point that like, what is you? We all have a good sense of what is us on a you know, on a sense of like how things feel, but we don't have a good sense of what is us on a technical level. And that sounds dumb, but like think about it this way: where do you end and where does the world begin? And it's like my physical body that I can move is that. But also, like, there are things that are outside of you that you consider to be a part of you in some way, like your tastes and your... And it's like, well, those are preferences stored in the brain. They're, like, information that exists as part of you. Like, your name is a part of you, right? But also, it's not actually a part of you. I think the place where you start and end is always ridiculous.
You can just ignore me, I'm just here for the content. Face with tears
You know
of
what?
joy.
Gonna ignore you, Jess Slim. I'm doing a bad job at ignoring you. I'm gonna ignore you so well. You know, wait, I'm gonna ignore your request to be ignored. That's how courteous I am. Oh, there's only 3 bits of dirt here. We can just remove them and remove any real risk to ourselves. So let's check up here just in case there's some... Oh, there's iron. Who doesn't want a bit of iron, am I right? But you aren't fused. They aren't fused to you if they break. Oh. See, it's a pretty valid reason why we could argue that, like, oh, you know, it's kind of not really me. Have you ever thought of making a video or playing on 2B2T? I've definitely thought about it, but the community doesn't like getting new members because it adds to the server time, and they really hate people who make videos because of that very thing. So for the most part, what I just do is like, I try to ignore it, and that's what the majority of the players on there want. And I try to be, you know, I try to be courteous about. If people don't want me to make a video on their thing, I generally try to, you know, I'll try to respect that as best I can. I think that's a fair rule to have. Call me crazy if you disagree. Okay, I'm gonna be really careful about getting this 1 bit of iron. Oh, it's more than 1 bit of iron. Okay, we're gonna make sure we're all good. What about the member thing? It shows Toycat touching a dirt block. You know what? Technically speaking, it's going to show up again, right? I think it's not just a member thing. I think it's for everything. An animation we got made by the Streamlabs people themselves, actually. They're just like, hey, we can do this for you. Look, there is Toycat touching a dirt block. Thank you, by the way, Tammy019C. You might recognize, or maybe you might not. This is your seed. I loaded it up and realized it was one where I wasn't touching the ground, so I figured it was like a perfect thing there. Got a call from my sister who was freaking out that someone had broken in. Turns out my laptop randomly started playing Cooking with Toycat video at 12
Got a
a.m.
call from my sister at midnight who was freaking out that someone had broken in. Turns out my laptop randomly started playing a Cooking with Toycat video at 12 a.m. So spooky, scared face.
Okay, no, let me clarify. Okay, you know, this might sound like a you problem. This has happened to me, not with my videos, but like with random YouTube videos, and it freaks me out. I'm like horrified there are people who are like, again, I genuinely have had that freak out moment, and it's like, oh, it's like the autoplay on a, like while the laptop is shut, while it's in sleep mode or whatever, somehow the autoplay randomly starts. It's horrifying. I was so sure. Anyway, so yeah, basically I've had that happen too, Catelyn, Kazubara. I don't know why YouTube doesn't like just chill and be like, hey, computer is off, better not autoplay. But I've been so sure there are people in my house. I'm like, what do I do? Do I pretend I'm sleeping? Because then they'll just like steal around me. Do I go down there with something and like scare them off? Do I make loud noises to convince them I'm awake and then shut my door and like lock it and climb out the window or something? I don't know. I don't know the solution. Because imagine, how do you actually deal with it? Like, I live in the UK. You know, we don't have weapons, or I don't have weapons anywhere near me. Like, how do you deal if someone does break into your house? Do you prioritize you or your stuff, or do you prioritize the justice that you'd like to have happen on the people who are stealing from you? Because stealing is a crime, fun fact, in most jurisdictions. It's like it's a scary thing. Also, thank you, Cat Gale, for the $1.53. Good to see you again. Maybe clarify on the title, you mean blocks. But what does it say right now? It says if I touch dirt or grass. I guess I should say dirt blocks or grass. Yeah, I guess dirt blocks or grass. It's, again, that implies dirt blocks or grass will be implying that it's dirt blocks or grass, the item. And if I say dirt blocks or grass blocks, it's like really wordy. There's, you know, I'll be honest with you right here. When it comes to titling, you've got to have something that's like immediately communicable. If you go too technical in a title, like Minecraft, but the live stream will stop very shortly after I touched dirt blocks, grass blocks, but also pathway blocks and a few other things. Also, if it happens within the first 5 minutes, we would technically restart. Or, you can't list everything in a title. The title's there as, like, the brief introduction to what's going on. The rules are firmly established otherwise. It's just no one reads descriptions. Am I right? You didn't read the description till just now, and then you realized that actually we didn't even put something in there this time because we gave up. Yeah, that's how much we care. Anyway, so now we're going to make ourselves some iron armor. I guess it doesn't really matter in the end, but we'll make an iron chest plate because fun. Am I right? And then also we're going to make ourselves a flint and steel. Oh, we can't do that. We need to go make ourselves some flint to turn into flint and steel. Because we have a bunch of obsidian already. As you can... Hey, 2 flint. So let's just work out what we're throwing away. Don't need string. Don't need bones. At least not right now. Don't need rotten flesh. But I do need me a flint and steel. Should we get a shield as well? I think that might help with, like, deflecting arrows and nonsense like that. Because my map is such a garbage one that, like, it's not worth using anyway. So let's just do this. And let's go, shall we? So we're going to store some stuff in a chest. And then we're going to the nether. Only 30 minutes into a world. Our boots are defense against dirt. You know what? I'm just saying. Dirt can't hurt me now. Dirt can't hurt me now. Try and get me, dirt. I'm a Bedrock player. Be like, Java sucks. I mean... Oh, it's raining. I hate that. You know, that's why we're going to the nether. Can't rain in the nether. Tap's head. Which is true, actually. You know, honestly, that's like probably the biggest advantage. Single-handedly, biggest favorite thing about the nether. Can't rain there. Can't rain there at all. So yeah, there's a bunch of drowns in this swamp, which means getting in a boat is actually probably too risky to consider. That's my opinion. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't. But yeah, we're just going to try and be real careful about this. Try and avoid all the mobs up to here. And then get inside a house. And then I guess we'll make the nether portal on top of the church. Like, I feel like that's a perfect place thematically speaking, because the nether is hell. Hell should exist on top of a church. That's my perfect logic, at least. Thank you. How come you don't like people who don't like it when it's raining in the real world, but you don't like it when it rains in Minecraft? Because rain in Minecraft is...
Hey you, hope your day's going well. Glad you had a good time in the US it seems.
So thank you very much, Cat Girl. Thank you for the second donation. I am too blessed. But I had a really nice time in America this time. Like again, I haven't spent like 2 weeks in the same place for a very long time. I think I've only ever done it in Japan actually. So to do it was quite a break from tradition, I guess we could say. But yeah, it was something I really enjoyed. Thank you very much for not asking, assuming. You know, it's weird because like I'm confirming your assumptions, but usually it's the thing that you do. You know, but thank you very much for both the super chat and for confirming. And I hope that your time has been wonderful while I've been gone. A specific computer video game going by the name of Minecraft. What I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna make a nether portal. I don't know how to like center it right here. I guess we won't center it. Should we center it anyway? We could make it like 3 blocks. We need an extra. We can do that. We can do that. It's going to be really dumb. But we're going to make a 3x3 nether portal just because I really want to... This is going to be dangerous, actually. But what I really want to do is I want to have a perfectly centered nether portal. It doesn't matter. This is a one-time use world. But that doesn't mean that I don't care about it. At least a little bit, right? So, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. Sing, please. Oh, I didn't sing that at all. Well, you know, it's because I object to your singing. You know what? Singing is something that people who aren't good people do. And I would hate to join their ranks. I don't know. I'm just trying. Faux outrage is really easy, okay? I'm just going to pretend I have it, and you can all agree with me, and it'll be great. What's your favorite challenge or project, says Devon Beck. So my favorite challenge or project so far, I don't know, like, speedrunning is so brutal when it goes wrong, but it's so great when it goes right. I'm reminded of that every single time. I'm like, this is cool. I should do this some more, right? So, yeah, I feel like either the super flat challenges or the speedruns are, like, my favorite things I have done, I would say. So we're gonna get two buckets right here. One of them is gonna be for the lava from here, and one of them is gonna be from water from just the nearest place we can find, which I think would be the fisherman's hut. So we're gonna go over to the little fisherman's hut and just grab some of his free water, just like that. Yoink. And boom, now we can head back and we can make ourselves a 3x3 nether portal. Arguably it's a waste, but you know what also is a waste? Your time in this video / live stream. Yeah, you think you're so, you know, non-wasteful? Well, wait until I tell you that it's not just resources you can waste, but your time as well. So I think you place water first and then you place lava on the water, right? Wait, what just happened there? Oh, that just happened. Of course that just happened. So let's do that. And let's just solid this in. Make this a real block. And now let's try. Yeah, it's water first and then you place the lava on the water, right? I always get that one mixed up and it always dooms me. Also, if we get an end update, what would you like to see added? It says Epic Wario 64 or Wario 64. I would say Wario, but some people might say Wario, you know? You say potato, I say potato. You say Wario, I say Wario. Actually, I don't know which one I say. You know, whenever there's two ways to pronounce a word, I always say it both ways and then never know which one's which. Also, yeah, good to see you, Tammy C. It's lava then water. Like, it shouldn't be complex for me to remember. It's gotta be like the most basic thing in the world. Like, it's lava, then it's water. I do it so often. I do it for so many of these runs. But yet, somehow, I forget it every single time. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I guess we'll place our stairs here. Yeah, that's kind of nice. And I guess just to make it match, we'll have like a block under there. How do we even do that effectively? Just like that. And then we'll place some slabs over here too. And there we go. Look at that. We did it. We made ourselves a nether portal. We don't really have the right everything to make this happen right now. But you know what? Has that stopped any other historical figures? I think you'll find no. Be sure to turn in next time for Toy Cat Encouragement Extraordinaire. Oh, we lost our iron. Whoops, that was dumb. Well, you know what? I kind of wanted to do that. I wanted to go mining again. I tricked you all into joining me on my trip back to the mines, which is a thing that people like based on the internet comments I read. Mostly people memeing around, of course, but you know what? It's got to be serious, right? Just put some blocks on the other side of the portal. Oh, and then I could use lava. Yeah, I could do that method. I'd rather just make a flint and steel, though, because, like, what if my portal in the nether goes out? It's not likely, but it's a possibility, and you know what? You gotta be prepared for every eventuality if you want to be successful. Am I right? That's probably true. You should a genocide run where you kill everything you see. I think the reason I haven't done it as a video is because it'd just be like, it'd be a lot of mundane. It'd be very easy, and the actual gameplay would be very mundane. Maybe you could say that this is very easy and the gameplay's mundane, but I'm actually enjoying this as a challenge. Like, there is a lot of dirt everywhere that I have to avoid stepping on. There's a lot of grass everywhere that still is a challenge. Like, it's Minecraft, but kind of skyblock, but also you're on the ground. It's a niche little challenge that's actually been surprisingly fun so far. You have flint and steel, Toy Cat. Oh, so I do. I'm so bad at scanning my inventory. I swear, I've got the worst, like... This is like a very guy problem. Like, I thought it was just me, but, like, I've heard so many stories where people are like... You know, like, I don't know, girlfriend or wife or mother or sister asked you to go get, like, a plate from the cupboard. You look in the plate. You look in the cupboard, sorry. There's only bowls. Then they say, no, they're definitely in there. You look again, there's only bowls. And then person comes along, they're like, you're just being an idiot. And then they pull a plate out of nowhere. Like, I don't know what it is about. When you're looking for something, finding it is so hard for certain types of people. And clearly I am one of those types. Because I just struggle so hard to find any... I struggle to find anything, really, is what I'm trying to say right here. I guess I'm good with, like, directions because, like, it's a very logical... Also, no, I look in the plate. I mean, you might find a bowl in the plate if you look close enough. Every time, I can never find anything my wife asked me to, says Josh Allen. See, right, I didn't make it up. It's a real thing. Internet. Yeah, that'll teach you. I mean, no one actually doubted me, I don't think. But you know what? That'll teach you anyway. Internet. Oh, okay. Are we good? I was really scared that we're touching. Would it be funny if, like, sleeping was our was our bane. But gravel is cave dirt. I like the logic. You know what? Cave dirt should really be the new name for gravel. It's basically what it is. Let's look at, what is this? This random, like, do you see this, internet? Is this like a rendering bug or is this intentional? Internet, am I crazy? Has this always existed? Have you always been able to find like little random blue particles floating around? It's just a blue diamond that's changing size. Okay, well, you know, let's not focus on it. Let's not focus. Your portal frame was built incorrectly. I'm scared. I'm very scared. I've made many mistakes this run. Well, not I guess no huge. We haven't made a game-definingly bad mistake yet, and that's what I count my blessings with. But yeah, I had a really great time in America. Thank you for everyone who's been asking. I can tell the story about the Airbnb thing. I had a little bit of a rant about it on Twitter, but I had like the worst Airbnb like, you know, there are types of people who are like super controlling and you don't want them anywhere near you. Imagine if you're like forced to have a person like that near you for weeks, and like they force you into the arrangement, even though they hint that they don't want you to be there, and like it's a whole awkward thing. Those blue particles have normally been seen since 1.9. It's weird. I've never like, it's one of those things you see but you don't see. You know, kind of like when you look in the cupboard and you don't see the bowls. That particle is plastic polluting the rivers. Oh, if that's the case, let me pull out a straw and let me put it in my entirely non-necessary, non-straw needing container. Have I ever told you, like, someone once told me they assumed I was drunk every stream because I drink out of, like, it's not a flask, but it's like a thermos, I think is the name. So, like, you can't see what's in there. Although, even if it was clear, I could be drinking vodka, you know, like, anyone can be drinking all the time. Alcoholics, am I right? But yeah, this should be good. Hey, look at that. It's not often that your first Nether portal is a square like this. Can we just appreciate perfect Nether portal because it's actually square as opposed to not square? I don't know what I'm trying to go for there. But yeah, let's do this. We're going to immediately lock up. We're going to immediately, lock down the portal. Oh, we spawned in a cave. How nice. So the cool thing about the Nether is there's no chance of us touching grass here. So I won't spend too much time here because there's no challenge to the run when we're here. But I guess we'll find some blaze rods or something to that effect. So we're going to use our wooden pickaxe because, like, how else are we ever going to use this? Zombie pigment. How's it going, friendo? Can you mine Nether quartz with a wooden pickaxe? You can. I wouldn't have assumed that. Again, it's one of those things you just don't need to find out. And then you do, and it's like, huh, I guess that's a thing. You could argue that, like, Netherrack is kind of like Nether dirt. Actually, it's more like, I'd say soul sand is more Nether dirt, and Netherrack is more Nether cobblestone. Amusingly, in your main world, you can touch grass in the Nether. Oh, yeah! Because I have the overworld in the Nether. The Nether stinks on this seed. Oh, you're not a big fan of it, eh? Yeah, I personally do think that this isn't a great start to the Nether, but again, I'm sure somewhere around here, there's going to be something that leads to greatness. Nilium is Nether grass. Yeah, that's true. I think in the Nether update, there is something that you can definitively call that. I have a birthday now. Wish me a happy birthday. Oh, will you wish me a happy birthday? See, when that was wish me a happy birthday, I was like, no, have a terrible birthday. I hope you die in an automobile wreck. But, you know what? Now you said, I hope. Then, happy birthday, Dalmy Games, over in the Czech Republic. Or Czechia, for short. I hope that you have a wonderful day, filled with wonderful things, and no, not a single automobile wreck for you. I think you have earned the right to not even be injured in one, not even be, like, lightly scraped by one, not even to have, like, a family member get in one. I think 0 automobile wrecks for our boy over in Czechia over there. What do you think, chat? Do you think you can get aboard with that? Also, there's a magma cube somewhere around here. See, our Nether sucks, by the way. Our Nether sucks very bad. I think it probably could be better if we... I don't know how to work with this one. I'm going to be real with you, internet. I want to work with it. I just don't know how. It's not an easy Nether to work with. I think I already went this way, but just to be sure. Let's confirm. What's your hair care routine? It looks really great. See, like, 80% of comments I ever get about my hair are people who are, like, super sarcastic. And then 20% of people are like, actually, you know, I kind of do like it. And I think all it is, like, camera angles, the day, lighting, etc. Because, like, I guess some people really dislike certain hairstyles and hair types and all that sort of nonsense. In the same way, like, I don't know, I have, like, an inherent hatred towards, I guess, certain hair colors or whatever else. And some people have inherent likes to in certain hair colors, styles, etc. It makes sense. It's just on the internet you're, like, exposing yourself to all of that all the time. Okay, you know what? This sucks. We have not found our thing. Maybe we could just mine in a random direction. That might help us. Yeah, if we just mine this way. Like, we're bound to find a way out of the cave eventually because we're at Y76. We've just got to find which direction eventually is in. Dye your hair. Man, I don't know what... Okay, you know what, internet? Tell me if you agree with this, because this could be my observation alone. But, like, it's a very common thing for streamers to dye their hair as, like, ridiculous colors. And then... But there's, like, a look to it that's, like... Again, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, I would... You might cringe at how my hair is now. You might cringe at how my hair is if I dyed it red. You might love my hair if I dyed it green or pink or light blue or whatever else. But, yeah, I have no, like, main opposition besides, like, I'd hate to look at myself and be that person. I honestly, actually, you know, that's how most, like, aesthetic decisions are made, like clothing and stuff like that. The reason expensive clothing is expensive is not because it's, like, expensive to produce. It's because it limits the number of people who can buy it to people who are economically filled with resources or whatever else. Oh, we finally found our way out, by the way. Hey, just as we got for our last block too. But like, oh wow, this is a, okay, no, it sucks. I thought it was a really cool spawn, but maybe not so much. Don't dye it, sigh, says Deku. You know what, for you, Deku, dyeing hair kills the hair, so no. Dyeing hair does kill the hair. But some people don't like my hair. They'd like to see it killed. So that'd be nice. Dye your hair to the color of cereals, then eat your hair because you need to eat your cereals, says Vaman Assi. I'm glad you're giving someone the PSA they need. Why don't you dye it blonde with black dark blue strips and a bit of white? Man, you have complex... You know, most people are like, dye your hair red. And you're like, you know what? How about you dye your hair 3 colors with polka dots in this color, with highlights over there, with all this sort of thing here, etc. Also, Derek SP said poop and then says don't ignore, please. You know what? Derek SP, sure. Poop. There you go. Don't ignore, please. I did not ignore. I said your message. Are you happy now? You feel good? Do you feel validated? Do you feel like that was a good use of resources? I hope you do. Stop playing Bedrock. Stop Bedrock Hate. I play both. They're pretty much the same. It's funny. I thought that was going the opposite direction than it was when I first read that one out. The loading screen for the overboard is dirt. Oh no, we touched it metaphorically. You know what? Run over, guys. Run over. It's all done now. So yeah, we need to make another pickaxe. I'd like to make an iron one, but you know how it goes with us in iron. So instead, honestly, why don't we just go make some iron? Actually, we'll find some in the Nether. That's probably the best way. It's a dumb way, but it's the best way. So, have you ever thought about dyeing your hair? Okay, so please try not to cringe with me, internet. But I'm gonna share you the truth on this one. Thank you very much, Derek SB, for the check 69 crowns. I used to, I don't know, my hair's like brown, right? Like dark brown, would you say, or just brown? I don't know. It's a color. So my hair is a color that exists on the color spectrum somewhere in the brownish regions. And I've always thought, like, you know what? Brown is kind of not as good as, you know, like, black is a cool color. Like, when you're an edgy teenager, you love black. So I thought to myself, rather than having brown hair, I'd love to have black hair. Even, again, super cringe, but when I took photos myself to, like, send on the internet, I'd always take them with, like, wet hair. Because when brown hair gets wet, it goes black. I don't know if that's news to anyone or not. But yeah, so I used to take pictures of myself with wet hair, so I'd be like, yeah, I'm cool. I got hair in, you know, the cool color, because, you know, edgy teenager. So yeah, basically I used to do that, and the only reason I decided against, like, wanting to dye my hair black is because I had a friend who also wanted to do it, and when they did it, it looked ridiculous, and I was like, oh, yeah, it just sounds cool. Like, black hair isn't a color of hair that people actually have. And, you know, like, I don't know. Long story short, what I'm trying to say right here is that, so yeah, we could kind of argue this is, like, never dirt, by the way. What I'm trying to say right here is, like, that makes me cringe to tell the story with the internet. I really don't like that I did, but you know what? These are the details that you get. I guess really, it's more like soul sand. You could call it, I was gonna say it's more like never sand. But you know, it's kind, you could call it like never sand almost. Like a soul sand because of the souls that are trapped within it. Do you wear shoes at home? Because in my country, people just wear socks at home. Yeah, no, I take off my shoes to go in my house. A lot of my friends don't know. It blows my mind, like, dude, that's the outside. That's where the outside clothes go. You know, that's not an inside thing. Black hair is dope AF, Toy Cat. I'm sure some people pull it off. Maybe, you know, I'm sure there is definitely someone in the world that has pulled it off at some point in history. I imagine it's true. However, at least on the dude who did it, I was like, man, you look ridiculous. In fact, a lot of things I saw. I have this one friend who was just a great example of what not to do. Because he had all the same ideas as me, but like executed them in like the most painful ways, I guess. Can you do a Minecraft run picking up the fewest items possible? Like anytime someone goes in the inventory, that adds one to the total. Do you know what I mean? You can beat Minecraft with 0 items, technically speaking. So, in fact, I showed it off on this channel, right? So the way to do that with the lowest score would be like never pick up an item and then get 0. In fact, you can do it fairly fast if you're willing. Okay, this is scary. There's a lot of wood skeletons coming after me. We get some coal though. That's nice. Or is it charcoal? I always forget. It's coal. That's good. Hey there, friend. You wanna have a fight? It's sadly. What's with that sword? Oh my god. Okay, there's a blaze firing at me. Am I mistaken, or is that sword bigger than it normally is? Like, am I? Again, I'm just. I haven't played Minecraft much in the last 2 weeks. It's weird because usually like the answer to like how much Minecraft you play is like a lot, but over the last 2 weeks the answer's been like not a lot. Hey, blocked your advances, and I didn't even get experience for it. So yeah, let's kind of let's make a. Should we just go to the blaze spawner just to get that part of Minecraft done with? Let's do that. I don't know why I didn't crouch. Don't know why I didn't just crouch. Gonna do a momentary crouch right now. Oh, I've got to eat right now. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, they can burn. Oh god, that was the worst handled I've ever seen. That oh, am I gonna die? I don't think I'm gonna, but it's getting close. What's with the 720p 60 thing? It looks weird. Oh, am I streaming in 720p right now? I shouldn't be, am I? Also, I need to focus. Also, yeah, I stream in 60 frames per second because I like 60 FPS in my videos and streams. Maybe you agree. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you have no strong feelings one way or the other. Either way. Oh, gosh. I don't like that at all. I don't like that they're setting fire to my bridge as I'm standing on it. Oh, God. This is the worst. You know, I'm just going to get out there. I'm just going to get out there right now. Okay. We stand and we hide. Whew. Okay, so now we just kind of place a thing there. That keeps us safe from most threats. Took out stream should be 1 frame per second. If they were 1 frame a second, we could enjoy them much, much more, I agree. I'm watching a 1080, but Minecraft graphics by default aren't good enough to tell the difference. Yeah, it's definitely true. Like, a lot of people like to, like, especially when it comes to YouTube quality options, people are like, I only watch in 1080. But it's like, well, that's not really the most accurate. And then you just have to be like, you know what, whatever, sure, fine. There are lots of cases in the world where, like, the market consensus is wrong, but because it's really hard to, like, tell people they're wrong about something, you just go, well, let's just work with that as the information, you know? Man, I'm so bad at these crouches. I'm just doing them all perfectly at the wrong time. Okay, so let's just kill a bunch of blazes. I don't know how I still got hurt there, but sure, fine. Okay, I'm on a lot of fire. I'm on a lot of fire. Oh, I narrowly dodged death again. So given that this is going quite badly for me, we're going to switch out from the pork chops to the bread. Damn, I'm watching Toy videos to wait for this stream, and it was earlier than I thought it'd be. So Space Cat. I love your name, Space Cat. Are you a cat that's ready from space? Is that the real deal, or is that a giant lie? Because it sounds like that's the situation. Also, I don't know why my live stream has gone missing for a second. Opinions on opinions. I think opinions suck. Opinions are like, I don't know. Opinions are like dogs. Everyone has them, and it's not as good as you think it is. Stop sharing your pictures with me. There you go. That's yeah, opinions are like dogs. You know what? We all have them, or most people have them. But also, you know what? Yours isn't special. Oh no, opinions are like babies. Statistically speaking, everyone. Oh Jesus! Oh, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die from the wither skeletons of all things. Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Okay, the real question is, can they follow me in here? If they can, I'm doomed. Hey, thank you, Brandy Rust, for the $9.99 super chat. Nice name. Are you a Rusty Brandy, or are you a Rust that is also? Ooh, this is good. I like this chest. As long as there's no wither skeletons coming after me, which there is not, we are gonna take this chest for a ride. So, lose this and this. Take this. Oh, we could ride a horse. Okay, chat. If we ride a horse, are we touching the ground? Because people agree universally, because we're wearing shoes, if we touch the ground with those shoes, we're not touching the ground. But if we ride a horse and the horse isn't touching the ground, the horse is touching the ground, are we touching the ground? Why is it that shoes count as us, but a horse counts as not, if you agree with that? Because chat seems to agree that it's not. Why is that the case, chat? What is the reason behind your hypocriticism? What's the word on hypocriticalness? Hypocriticism? Hypocriteness. The horse is dirty. But is the horse dirty? I mean, that's an unrelated fact for your Minecraft search history. Also, I'm not been picking up any of these blaze rods because I'm an idiot. So yeah, okay, this is rough, but we can work with it. We can deal with this. So let's just put, I don't know, gravel in there too. We really don't need that. Let's go back in there. Let's pick up those blaze rods and let's do this. You have dirt in your shoes. Well, your feet aren't touching the ground. The horse hooves are. No feet on the ground on hooves. You're attached to shoes in a way, but you are just touching the horse. You aren't really attached. I mean, you're pretty well attached. I mean, even if the horse hits you, you're still on it in a way. It's easily argued. Okay, I'm gonna hide here. Gonna block these flames. Okay, that was surprisingly easy to do. Get all these blaze rods we need. Even the new ones that are just spawning in. Oh man, I hate using stone for these guys. Okay, we got 5 of them. We might need a 6th. Again, it's always smart to do. Let's do it just now, just for the fun of things. Opinions on onions, says Gaming Koala HD. I feel like that might have been the original comment someone said, and not opinions on opinions. So onions are just like dogs. Everyone has them, and you gotta stop showing. You gotta stop putting them in my food. Yeah, there you go. And onions are like dogs. Stop putting them in my food, please. Also, why do noses run and feet smell? That's the real question. Illuminati. Why do feet... You know, I've always thought smelly feet is like an overrated phenomenon. I feel like of all the body parts that can get smelly, like armpits and genitals are far above feet. You know, feet's bad. It's like a particular odor that's unique, but it's not like the worst odor. There are worse feelings out there. Onions are like garlic. One bites you and it makes you cry. Dogs are like onions. They have layers. Also, find the stronghold in Woodland Mansion for me, lol, says Tammy. Oh man, Woodland Mansions, again, according to our research we did a while ago, are like a 1 in... The average distance is like 19,500 blocks away from spawn. So let's just assume that's not a thing. How did you start? Says Floor Bosch. You can go back if you want. I enable something. Most YouTube streamers don't enable this because they worry it's going to take away their live viewers. But I enable a thing where you can actually go back and watch the start of the stream if you want. But basically, we spawn on top of the village. How's your end village doing? What about Toaster? What about Toaster? Am I having a stroke or is this a real question? So my end village, like I mentioned earlier, it's something I really want to get back to, but I'm just so demotivated by it right now. It's just like, I have to like the Endermen are taking away the torches, which are it's infinite. It's a loop that I'm trapped in. That's a whole big problem. So yeah, that's the thing. Endstone is dirt in the end because chorus fruits grow out of it. You know, I can see that logic. I might not agree with it, but I can see it. Just like dogs, I might not agree with them, but I do know they exist. Takes away from your live viewers. Does it kill them? I'm just saying. Maybe. I mean, technically speaking, this is I love statistics and like how with a large enough sample size, wacky things become true. Statistically, someone has probably died watching a Toy Cat video, right? Do you think I like get to claim? Well, do you think I get to like take partial blame for that? But also, do you think I get to like, you know, is that like a special thing for me? Should I feel bad or good about that, right? Like, if you knew that someone's last thing they did before dying was watch a recording of you, how would you feel about that? Isn't it interesting how there's like such a significance actually on the last thing you do before you die? Like, really, the thing we should all value is not the last thing, but like the most important thing someone did. Instead of like focusing on the cause of death, it should be like celebrate the thing. I guess that's what funerals really aim to do. That's why everyone has those speeches about, oh yeah, Tammy really loved Taffy, and also, you know, wouldn't stop talking about, you know, the final solution. I don't know whatever else example we're talking about here, but like yeah, this is gonna be a dangerous one. So if we want to tame the horse, we're gonna cover the entire horse pen in half slabs. That's my plan. And then, oh Jesus, not what I was going for. Oh no 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 no, please. Okay. Oh, thank God that happened. If it didn't tame the horse, I'd be over. Chat, can we all agree? I'm touching the horse. The horse is touching the ground, but yet I have not failed. Or do you disagree? Have I failed, internet? I am actually also, why do you enjoy making these challenges? I'm talking generally the ones beating Minecraft without. I like Minecraft a lot. I like playing survival. I like adding a weird, wacky restriction. I disagree. The horse's stream has ended. The horse's stream has ended. I'm sorry, horse. Your dreams of being a YouTube star are over now. You didn't fail. Okay, everyone agrees. See, it's weird though, right? Why is it everyone like I know this because it's intuitive to me, it's intuitive to chat. Everyone seems 90+% of people agree. But why is it that that's true? Because it's just like me touching it with a lever. The lever is an animal. Like, why is it that the animal being alive makes a difference? Because the leather boots I have are just a dead cow. But yeah, it is very different, right? There is a key and essential difference there. It's just one that you can't really describe. It's a feeling more than anything else. But you know what are feelings if not just brain smells? There you go. That's a thought for the ages. So yeah, I'm gonna try and find some Endermen now, I guess. That should be fun. With a horse going this speed. Yeah, we can't actually do much more than that. And we can also kill animals. And see, here's the interesting thing, right? When we kill the animal, by the way, if the horse dies, we die too. We can pick up the meat on the ground from the animal, which implies that the horse kind of like funnels it towards us. If your horse is an extension of your body, then you're officially a centaur. You're not moving and putting weight in your feet on the dirt. The horse is. But I'm putting my weight on different parts of the horse, presumably that correspond with where its hooves are touching the ground. It's like if I... Again, it's an interesting distinction. If I had two giant 5-inch shoes, like... Actually, wait. Yeah, if I wore heels with 6-inch, like... If I wore stilts, would I be touching the ground then, internet? This is fine if it was the Avatar hair tentacle horse, then you would be dead. Because Shu is something that you are using to enhance your walking. Horse is a new way of walking. But I mean, like, a new way of walking should be the same thing. People in wheelchairs are touching the ground with their wheelchairs, right? Also, thank you for the check 50 crowns, Derek. It's also, no, wait. Thank you for the £2.33. On a scale of 1 to lesbian, how much do you like coffee? Hey, that is an old reference I haven't heard in a while. You make one weird... You tried to make up a stereotype about how lesbians like coffee, and it haunts you all these years later. But, no, I don't really like coffee. The closest thing I get to drinking coffee is, like, basically milkshakes. Like, I had a, it's called an iced cap from Tim Hortons today. I had a big fight once with a girl. Like, a genuine, like, actual fight that, like, I would say was a key catalyst in the ending of our time together. Yeah, which is so dumb, by the way. But, because she's, like, a barrister, and she's like, you can't have a nice cappuccino. And it's like, it's just what they call them. I'm not saying I have a nice cappuccino in the granular sense. I'm just saying that I ordered one from Tim Hortons. And she's like, but you can't order one because they don't exist. And I was like, but again, I'm not arguing for their existence. I'm arguing for my purchase of one for just whatever price it was. By the way, like, getting horses over rivers is way scarier. I guess we could get off the horse. There's nothing stopping us. Also, I guess we could get some sugarcane. Nothing's stopping us doing that. Do you have Tim Hortons in the UK? We do, as of really, really recently. When my story happened, it was in America before it came to the UK. It came to the UK like 2 years ago, and it's slowly expanding. I say slowly. I mean very slowly. As a lesbian, I don't like coffee, but I like ice caps. We stand Tim Hortons. I love the vocal minority of lesbians we have in these streams. Something I enjoy a lot. If you don't enjoy it too, you know what? You're a bigot. Yeah, that's how that one works. So I'm standing on stone right now. I'm gonna pull out my boat, get the horse in the boat, then get me in the boat. I did not do that correctly. Then get me in the boat. It's so hard to get a boat besides from below it, but like that's a whole other problem. Okay, so we'll just stack up from down on the ground. You're not technically touching the tall grass, though. Oh, you're not touching the tall grass. Oh, yeah, wait, Grim, we agreed it's blocks. Not a thing. You don't fail if you wear boots full on dirt, says Chain Fun. But, see, the fact that there's, like, a sizable minority of people that agree with that, it does tell me something interesting, at least. So, yeah, we can't touch the sides now because I'm in the boat. Wait, chat, is the boat an extension of me? If the boat touches dirt and I'm in the boat, have I touched dirt? It's a silly question, but again, gets you thinking, doesn't it? As a gay man, coffee is amazing. Luckily, I'm not physically addicted like my mum. She gets headaches without coffee. Clearly, she's secretly a lesbian. You know what? You know how, like, guys have, like, commonly speaking, throughout history, being gay hasn't been widely accepted. So a lot of people have, yes, because your boat's in control. If you know, fail, I guess. Touch your boats, you fail. The slab is placed on the grass and you're standing on it, so it means you have touched the grass. Interesting stuff. But you know how there's like a thing of like dudes throughout history having like wives as like a cover story for their gayness? Maybe, you know? Maybe it's just the reverse. You don't know your mother's history. You don't know her story. Ask us. I'm going to ask my mother. I'm going to accuse her of being a lesbian next time I see her. I'm going to see how that goes down. I reckon that'd be an enjoyable conversation to have. Just like, you know what? It's okay. I know your secret. Oh man, I hate that so much. Sand is yellow grass. Where the hell is Tim Hortons in the UK, damn it? Not in the north yet? Oh no, they're exclusively in the north, Space Cat. There's none in London. The furthest, like, south it goes is, like, Birmingham and Leicester. I went to the Leicester one today, in case you're curious. Like, I was way up north. It sucks. Coffee lesbian gang. I'm just saying, my mother drinks coffee every day. I think she should just come out to me already. I think she should just, you know, admit she's been in the closet all this time. My existence is just to cover up because, you know, her mother's a devout Catholic. I'm actually, fun fact, I am Catholic. I'm like on the list of people going into heaven. So if we discover there is a God, guess what? You guys are screwed. I'm on the list. I have to like quickly confess to all my sins, be like, hey, Sorry, did some oopsies. And then I'm gonna be fine. You guys, on the other hand, no heaven for you. Bisexual coffee gang. Man, make up your mind. Do you like coffee? I was gonna make a bad bisexual joke, but you know, that is how you get cancelled on the internet, I believe, these days. I'm a, also, on a scale of 1 to coffee, how much do you like lesbians? Coffee, right? Like, maximum on the scale. Fun fact, mustache, lesbians who wear a mustache pretend to be a man to have a legal lesbian relationship with their wives. You know what? That's beautiful. That is beautiful. There aren't many things, I think, in this world are deserved of the label beautiful, but I think that is definitely one of them. So should we go to sleep or should we look for Enderman, actually? I was going to go to sleep, but you know what? Enderman hunt comes. Oh man, this is like painful. As a bi person, I would cancel you with making bi jokes. The gays and the straights both disown us. I think this is an interesting example of like the fracturing of a movement from within, right? We're not going to talk about gay politics too much because I mean I'm not informed as someone who is neither gay nor a politician nor someone who likes to talk about politics too much. But I think it's quite interesting the fact that like the group of like LGBT, right, is an interesting collection of people who only collect to unite against the rest of, you know, everyone else. Also, like a guy to help me understand his sexuality. Does that make me gay? Says Beta Uno. You know what? Minecraft YouTubers are not qualified to help you with your sexuality. But you know what? No, as long as you say no homo before and after, you should be covered. You should be straight in there. Also, Brandy Russ says, sorry, coffee is life. Coffee for blood, gang. I'm just saying, I don't want coffee in my blood. I want my blood and my coffee to be very different things. Also, POV. Toycat talks about gay politics with you. But yeah, like, it's a bunch of... There's something interesting you see a lot in the world where people who have no real shared interest group together and pretend like they do because it gives you more power. This is kind of how again, I was talking earlier about how all Americans kind of hate Californians, not because they hate California, but because they hate that they vote so differently and they have such a different influence on the country they live in as opposed to what they would like. And the same with California. They hate people who live in the middle because they have such a different influence on the country than what they choose to have with theirs. And it's just that thing of like, you can't actually hate everyone in California. You can't hate everyone in Mississippi because they're not... defining them as groups as people is just a easy way to lazily boil that down. Same with like, you know, I don't know. Even if you're like wildly homophobic and racist, you can't hate all of a certain race or all LGBT people. Even if you're like super pro-LGBT and super pro-anti-racism, you'd be like, well, you know, there's this one guy who's, I don't know, Arabic, bit of a dick. Don't really like him so much. It's okay to say, you know, it's okay to... I guess as long as you don't hate him based on his race. Unless he uses his race as a... You know, actually, wait, I'm going to use my race to make you all hate me right now. You know what? I am Asian. Fun fact, that's actually true. I'm a quarter Sri Lankan. You can check my DNA results if you want. Also, coffee lesbian gang, it's literally true. Also, Beta Uno. But as a certified gay man, you are in fact homosexuals. I mean, he has certified gay. This guy is a guy. Are you Republican? I'm not American. I'm neither. See, here's the thing, right? Everyone in America is both a Republican and a Democrat. 99%, in the sense that everyone believes in democracy and everyone wants a republic, i.e. no one wants a government ruled by the Queen. So I've always thought the labels of the parties are kind of funny. But anyway, let's move away from politics, because that never ends well. You know, politics kills the cat. It's a well-known trope by now, I'm sure. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to get... Oh, it's a abandoned village. Ooh, how spooky. Very spooky is the answer to that question. So let's jump out. Oh, did I see an Enderman? Chat, was there an Enderman there? Or did I imagine it? You gotta let me know. So yeah, let's check out the abandoned village. It's always cool to see. Not necessarily cool to do anything with, but arguably cool to see. Politics, religion is always a no-no, says Brandy Rust. No religion, no politics, no Star Wars. Those are the rules. We're going to stick to them. Dear Gabon, know you from battle... What? Oh, it's It's the guy who helped it. It's someone disputing. I like that, you know. You have a back and forth while giving me tips the entire time. Love it a lot. Please continue. Politics, religion, stars that lesbians their coffee. Always kill the cat. Always kill the cat. Except when you don't want to kill the cat. And in those cases, don't kill the cat. But yeah, no. Oh, there's a blacksmith here. Ooh, the bits of iron armor we're missing. And an iron sword. Just what I wanted. And a piece of bread. You know what? Sure. Not what I wanted, but guess while I'm here anyway. I'm American, but I know a little bit of German, Dutch, Spanish, Morse code, of course, English. You know a little bit of English? Why don't you test it out on me, Mr. Husky Studios? You know, one of the things I will say right now, I'm not going to target you right now, but I'll just let you know, because this is something I feel like a lot of people think, but no one wants to say. People who like to be like, I know 8 languages. One, without proof, it's not an impressive claim. I know like 15 languages according to Duolingo. And 2, it's like, when that's your first thing you'd say to people, it's like, chill, man. Just chill. You know, like, wait until someone asks you, do you speak a different language? Also, is Lula a good name for a cat? Says Cool Cool Pancakes. Chat, is Lola a good name for a cat? Let the man know. He needs to hear your opinions. Without your opinions, this man cannot name his cat. Well, I'm saying man. Cool Cool Pancakes could be a woman's name. No, it'd be offensive if it was a woman's name, because women should not be making pancakes, because that is gender stereotyping. Also, Toy Cat, what do you think of coronavirus? I'm going to Hong Kong in a few weeks. I think coronavirus is so overblown by the media, but what isn't? Am I right? Hey, yeah. Pancake is a better name for a cat, but it's good. Oh, Pancake is such a good name for a cat. Or a good pet name for your girlfriend. Just saying. Both of them work. Works for both. Maybe you can make it both. That's pretty weird. I totally would. Okay, you know, I've just decided. Get a wife, and then get a cat, a dog, etc. Name them all the same thing. I guess you don't get to name your wife. You know what? Do you get to name your wife? I think this is going to require a Google search. Can you name your wife? Can you name your wife? That does not seem to be a thing that you get to do. Sometimes the wife gets to name herself. What a forward-thinking feminist idea. Wait, I guess you are changing the wife's name when you marry her, because society, usually the woman takes the guy's name. We aren't in Saudi Arabia, so no. There's always like 1% of people who just don't get actually, it's like 5 or 10% of people are just like, Toy Cat, you know, that's not a very, it's a very, very offensive thing you just said right there. It's like, wow, yes, did you know? Sometimes people say things, but they don't mean the things they say. I'm gonna start calling my girlfriend Pancakes, says Matthew Simpson. Please give us an update as to how that goes. I wanna hear about it. I wanna hear about your girlfriend and her nick. Again, I feel like it's a great nickname. I feel like, oh yeah, Pancake, because it's sweet, it's circular, you know, it's round, the ideal shape, and it's filled with all the nutrients you need to get you through your day. Actually, that's not true about pancakes. Hopefully, it's true about your girlfriend though. Just name your cat and your dog after your wife. No, what if the cat comes first? You can't rename a cat. It's much easier to rename the wife. Again, someone's gonna be mad with this. I have to clarify now. I am joking. These are funny jokes. These are not realsies. These are the opposites of realsies. I don't have a girlfriend called Pancakes, says Jacob Durand. You know, if you consider converting to a lesbian, I hear they have a lot of girlfriends and a lot of coffee. Coronavirus is hyped way too much. Honestly, just people like having something to fear, right? Like, it's really, I mean, feeling like the world's doing well doesn't sell, you know, like, you're not interested in the story. If I say to you right now, the world is going well, it's getting better every year by a huge amount, you're like, okay. Or even if you believe it, you're like, oh, that's cool. I can continue with my life. If I tell you, internet, there's something really important, people aren't telling you this, it might lead to the end of civilization as we know it, you can be like, Tell me more, Toy Cat. I need to know. So I want to tame this horse. What I'm going to do to be safe here, because I need a faster horse. I hate this horse so much. We're going to place a bunch of blocks around here. Surrounding the horse. It's got a baby horse. By the way, this is cute. All mobs have this behavior. They have babies that spawn with them, and the babies follow the main animal. It is adorable beyond belief. Okay, so my plan is... Oh, this is risky. Please don't screw it. Oh, no, 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 no! I mean, I'm touching leather, so not the ground. But no, it's over. Sad. Sad. I didn't even try to... I was trying to place the wooden on the ground, but it's over.